Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to be talking to you about how to improve your bond with your Cane Corso, or really any dog that you might own. Before we get this video started, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, as well as check out our memberships that are currently active for any perks and early access to videos. By the way, we have a visitor this week. His name is Leroy. As I was saying, we do have memberships active for any perks for early access to videos, as well as live Q&As once a month. So don't forget to check out our merch as well. If you scroll down on this video, you'll be able to see all of the products that we have available. We have t-shirts, we have sweatshirts, as well as really cute phone cases like this one that is covered in grass. There she goes, she took his stick. But yeah, and also don't forget to check out the courses over at Fenrir. In this video we're going to be talking about all about how to improve your bond with your dog, and those courses I believe play a really important part in helping your relationship with your dog. So highly recommend those courses. And how you doing? On board? Santa's a little camera shy today, you guys. He had a pretty rough night. He got a seizure, so I think he's a little bit mellow. But yeah, he's doing much better now. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. My relationship with Dante wasn't always the best. You know, it wasn't the bond that you see now on our videos. When we first got Dante, you guys have been with us for since we posted our first video. You'll know the entire story of how we got Dante, but just to give you guys some context, Dante wasn't the dog breed that I necessarily wanted. I feel like because of that, I wasn't fully committed to owning him, in the sense of like I didn't want to put in all the effort, because it was like I didn't even want this dog to begin with, or this kind of dog. And I know it's like crazy to hear that now because I'm totally and completely obsessed with him, but that was the reality of it. So I started to notice how, you know, Dante wouldn't really listen to me. He would only listen to my husband. Like if my husband asked him to sit or asked him to do anything, Dante gave him less of a struggle than he did to me. And that was because I was not working on my bond with Dante in terms of leadership and in terms of training. I was only there as almost like an accessory piece to my dog. I was only there to give him cuddles, only there to give him good things, but never really there to enforce structure or anything of that nature. So that is what kind of drew me to make this video, because Corsos are already a very difficult and very they're a breed that require a lot of dedication. So if you're not there with your mindset 100%, it's going to be very difficult for you to have a bond with your Cane Corso. As soon as I started to change my mindset, and as soon as I started to change my perspective and the way that I was handling the situation, there were massive changes. There were massive changes in our relationship. So today I'm going to Today I'm going to talk to you about three things that I personally did and that I believe that will tremendously help you in improving your relationship and your bond with your Cane Corso. So, as I already hinted a little bit in the beginning, the first thing that I did was change my mindset in terms of training and in terms of what I wanted from our relationship with Dante. So as much as I maybe before was like, oh, maybe this wasn't the breed that I particularly wanted, the situation was that this dog breed, this dog that I currently had, did not respect me at all and was walking all over him. It was becoming a problem. I didn't feel confident handling him by myself, and I knew Dante, why is it so hard to make this video? Dante, come here. And I knew it was a problem, and I was holding myself accountable, and I was like, okay, the reason that he is not respecting me is because I never set boundaries, I never put structure to anything related to him. I was only there for the cuddles. And as soon as I started to change my mindset, that was like the first stepping stone and the first thing that really helped me improve my relationship with Dante. Another thing is that whenever I was handling Dante, I stopped looking at him as like, okay, he's trying to personally piss me off, because dogs are just dogs and their emotions are not as complex as we sometimes make them seem. There's a specific word for that, and it's that we anthropomorphize dogs and we put human characteristics to them. So I started to look at Dante as like, okay, look, he's not personally trying. Sorry, there's a plane. I stopped looking at Dante as if he was trying to personally piss me off, as if he had this like vendetta against me, as if he liked my husband more than me. I stopped looking at him like that, and I stopped looking at Dante as if he was trying to personally get me upset. And not only that, but I also started to not go into training or handle him if I was personally not in a good state of mind. So a tip that I'll give you is don't go and try to train your dog if you're upset about something that happened at work or upset about anything, and then take out your frustration on your dog and then get upset if they don't get something right away. So that's another thing that I did in this realm of changing my mindset. So as soon as I did that, there was a lot of improvements in his behavior and in my emotional state. So that's the first tip that I would give you. Now, secondly, for you to improve your bond with your dog, try to find what motivates him. So right now I have 3 dogs staying with me. I have, well, my 2 personal dogs, Dante and Peach, and Leroy. And Dante, he is motivated by affection. Peach loves to play. And Leroy is obsessed with fetching. That is all his life revolves around. Like, if that is all he could do, that is what he would do. He is a Springer Spaniel, so he likes to retrieve things and all of that. If you were up to him, he'd run all day. So, but sometimes it might not be as evident with your dog. So you really have to make sure that you put in the effort while you're training to see, hey, what does my dog really like? Do they like this particular treat? Do they like when I rub them in this certain spot? Do they like, I don't know, playing tug more than they like playing with a ball? Try to find what motivates your dog and start to use that more and more when you are training them, so that it becomes a fun experience and not something tedious or like a chore. And that way your dog is more eager to please you. So they're not doing it as, oh man, this sucks, why do I have to listen to this person? They're doing it as like, hey, I trust this person and I know that good things always come from this person. So make a big effort in finding, sorry about the plane. So make a big effort in finding what motivates your dog. Leroy, I'm not gonna throw the stick for you right now. So lastly, set goals for your dog. Be very, very specific with what you want your dog to accomplish. So for example, I dreamt of one day being able to walk both of my Cane Corsos together. Even once I got Dante, I knew I was like, oh, I want to get a second one, right? And I always had this idea of like, I want to walk both of my dogs together. But for that to happen, there were so many like steps in between. First, I had to get Dante's obedience down packed. Then I had to get him to heel very well with a lot of distractions. And then that meant that I had to do that, but with Peach, all separately. So that took a really, really long time. And it's something that I'm continuously working on and trying to improve in that. Because training your dog is like a muscle. So if you don't work on it, it's going to be weak. So be very specific with what kind of goals that you want to reach with your dog and work in baby steps to reach them. Don't try to be like, oh my god, I want my dog to like, I don't know, heel and completely ignore like cats or squirrels if your dog can't really hold a sit. So make sure that you are very specific with your goals and your expectations, and keep those in your mind when you're working with your dog. So that wraps up today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that this was helpful to any of you. I'm gonna go attend these dogs now because they need some leadership in their life. They've just been running around this backyard like maniacs. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bye!